Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Can you guys hear us okay? I just can't see, so.
There's still sound.
Always fun when we try to change things up, isn't it?
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll turn that one off. All the things that we do at home and forget to do here at the store. Oh, because I think you turned the sound back on that one.
Just click it.
Yeah.
Now try talking.
Okay, guys. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now? We've got a bit of an echo here, so I apologize if you guys have a bit of an echo as well. But we're here from the store, and we are doing what's new just a little bit early, and trying some new things because we have to keep things interesting. You recognize this lovely lady here? Recognize
Hello.
the peanut gallery here in behind me? We've got Darlene and we've got Matt and myself here to do learning. No, not learning live. That was last night.
Really?
Yep. It's
still Tuesday for us.
well, every day is Blur's day, as they say. And oh yeah, Matt's jiggling the camera all around.
So everything's muted. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to go with it. And what are people saying in the comments?
Technology, right? There's always something.
I don't know where the sound is coming from.
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming from that device, but I'm not sure.
But the sound is off on that device.
I know. All right.
Okay.
So you get to see our beautiful faces. Say hello. Hope everyone is doing well today.
People are saying they can hear you, and Jan says the sound is fine. So.
All right. So we're just going to keep going and keep moving on. The sun is beautiful today, so hopefully you got some time to get outside and maybe stretch your legs. I know we should be trying to go for a walk and all of that good stuff. But we are here to help you fill your shopping basket. We've got some great new stuff to share with you today. And did we want to start with waffle flour since you've shown it once?
Yeah.
If you tuned into Darlene's video last week, so waffle flour will always release on the 5th of the month, typically about noon. And Darlene here, our waffle flour expert, did a wonderful live on that day. But in case you missed it, and to really make it part of today's What's New, we are going to switch over to our other camera. And Darlene is going to show you all the things waffle flour.
The fun part of waffle flour. So let me show you some of the goodies, and I'll show you samples as we go. So this line was called Hello Sunshine, and there was a lot of things that came with it. So we have this one here, which is our stamp and die bundle, and it's called Coastal Greeting. We also do have the standalone stamp set, and what I love about the waffle flour stamp set is that they number it, and it corresponds to the actual die. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is a stitching die. On the back side, which is more of that solid metal, you will see the number that corresponds to it. So it will say 1, then it corresponds to that sentiment. So really nice that they do that. So
That's
this
really
is
smart, so you don't have to guess and try
Yes.
and read backwards.
and read backwards. Exactly. So this was called Coastal Greetings.
Did you have any samples?
They're on different cards. So
Okay.
here's one. This one is Love You to the Lighthouse and back. And look at that stitching on that sentiment. How often do we see stitching on sentiment dies? Next up.
We got people sneaking on here from work. There's a young lady we just sent an invoice to that's watching.
Oh, I think I know
I'm
who.
pretty sure she's supposed to be at work out there now.
We won't tell. We won't tell.
We won't tattletale on Shelly?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Oopsies. This is the lighthouse die, one of Sherry and my favorites. I love how nice sizing this is. You cut this as a solid plate. They gave you the additional die that you cut in one color or 2 colors, and it does the alternates. But they know us. Sometimes we want 2 colors or 3 colors, and you want a strong backing. So they do have the additional alternate panels on the bottom. So here again is that lighthouse with the beams poking out there.
And I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. I took this home and I took home some lights.
Oh, there you
We're
go.
gonna try and have a working lighthouse.
So next up is the most popular one. It's our postage collage coastal stencil. And that's why we brought in Waffle Flowers, because of the popularity. They have this one here, which is called the coastal stencil. And what I like on their website, and I think we were going to add it to ours, is that they have some color examples that you can use. So if you were stuck, they do have some suggestions. What I also like about their stencils, if you do have one in your stash, if you look carefully, it's really hard to see, but they do give you suggestions on color if they can, or they'll tell you what the image is. So for example, this one I can see is sky. So you know you want to color sky colors. And here are two of my samples. I did one.
On screen, it looks like a white blob.
Yeah, it does, right? So here is a blue sky. And here I have like a sunrise sunset. So you can use any colors, which I really like. So this is the coastal stencil for that.
Actually, I'm gonna go back to the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Because when I came to pick up the lighthouse, Tanya got a gold star because she upsold the boss.
Oh, see?
To make sure you get the water to go with it.
We can enable Sherry too. That's the fun part of it. So not only us or you guys, but also the bosses. So this is a coastal die and stencil. It comes with a die set that creates the waves as well as the sand. So there is a little tiny die right over here that creates sand if you want, or you can create more water. These little dies over here creates the shadowing, so the white part of the waves. And the stencil's at the back. So don't throw out your packaging. It is this clear, I guess, film at the back. That's your stencil to create those different colors in your waves.
You're so smart.
Right? Sometimes, not always.
Oh, because Waffle Flower is the brand that Sherry doesn't even know what we order until it shows up.
Yeah.
I'm as surprised as you guys.
So this one here is called Treasure Hunt Sentiments. It does also have an Inquisitive Pirate add-on. The nice thing about this set is that you can add it to the little crab. So I did do a little crab feature here with the pirate hat, his hook, and the treasure box. This is Happy Crab. Happy Crab comes in two sizes. Oh, I keep going up for some reason.
Look at the other screen.
Oh, there you go.
Well, we can see it here.
So there is a small crab as well as a big crab. And then you have the pieces to do its body as well as its claws. And of course you have the diamonds and the flowers and the seashell. So here is my sample with the crab as well as the Inquisitive Pirate add-on and your Treasure Beyond Measure, which is from the stamp set. And then once again, you see the waves as well as the sand.
To mix and match them all.
And that was the fun part of doing these scenes, because if you know me, you know I love scene building, and that's the fun part of it. So Inquisitor Crab Die, I think, is one of my favorites, and he's huge. I call him Pinchy for some reason, but he, I don't know, I think it's watching Simpsons with Bobby. There you go. So he is quite nice. He is an angled crab. So it has straight edges where you line it up to the edge of your card or an edge of something that you're lining it with. So I really love that feature. The diamond ring was part of the little crab set that comes with it. The same idea, you die cut it once and then you can add other colors. For me is I did a solid color and then I inked it up just to give it that dimension. And then these pieces here that look like olives is really the eyeballs. So you have the solid white part, and then you have the black pupil part of it. This background here is the frame.
That's a seashell frame.
Yes, I don't know. It was a tongue twister for this one.
All of these are tongue twisters.
Yeah, so this set over here is the seashell frame die. It creates this lovely frame set that you can leave on its own, or you could use it with a stencil. And the nice thing is that all the current June release stencil sets now have a picture at the back to give you an idea of
what they look like.
So they've listened, because we've been asking. Hopefully their dies will have something similar coming soon, but we can only hope. But it does give you some ideas. It does tell you what it coordinates with and the sizing. So if you're stuck and you don't know what size of cardstock you need, they have that at the back as well. So here, one tip is that you can for sure use the frame on itself. If you are using the stencil to coordinate with it, I do say die cut it first and then stencil on top. It's really hard to stencil and try to match that solid die on top. Ask me how I know. So
how do you know, Darlene?
I know, right? After doing lots of waffle flower samples, you learn their techniques. But that is our crab. Our next up is one of my favorites. It's a seashell texture die. It is almost a cover plate. The nice thing about this plate is that all these little pieces, they don't really come off, but they lift. Let me see. Here, so just to give you an idea, the little pieces do lift, but it doesn't fall. So you can create that three-dimensional look to it. Oh, here's a better one. So they do pop up. So you could lift it before you mail it out or give it out to create that three-dimensional look. So I really like it. It doesn't come off. You can for sure cut it out and add it to your other cards as standalone die cut pieces. So on this card, I did do it just without the stenciling. I like that texture in the background.
Like a cut embossed.
Exactly. And then, but it does come with a stencil. And once again, they do have that image to do, to show you what it looks like colored. And once again, die cut and then stencil on top. Because if you can see, if you turn this solid plate upside down, you can't match it up. So that's that. Also on this card, I use the anchor, the floral anchor set. It is a nice size, which I paired up with the medium size crab. And then I added some features from the other sets, like the seashells and the florals in this one.
Does the little crab have a name too?
I don't know. Pinchy, maybe.
Junior.
There.
You said
Pinchy, so Pinchy Junior. I don't know. Or Crabby. There you go, Crabby.
Pinchy and crabby.
Pinchy.
That's like us.
Right? One other thing that I have on a lot of these cards is the new die, piercing die. It's the nesting piercing ticket frame die. Ooh.
Talk about
Say that 3 times.
I know. So this one is similar, but also different from the other piercing shapes. This one, as the name says, it is a frame die. So when you do cut it out, it creates that frame. But the nice thing is that there's 3 ways that you can use it. You can use it, the frame, the way they have it. When you cut it on an A2 size panel and cut that frame out, you get this nice border. And of course, the negative part that pops out, you can also use. So there's 3 different ways. So that is the ticket frame die. And the most popular ones that we had before, the rectangular piercing dies. We've also brought in some of the new ones. These are they are part of the new collection. We have the ovals, we have the circles, and we have the squares. And we did restock in our rectangles, the A2 size as well as the A7 size, and the additional dies to go along with it. Really love that texture of those little piercing marks on it. And thank you. Last sample. This is a little bit older set. This is Beach Day Greetings. And what I love about this set is that it's supposed to represent when you write in the sand. So here's a great example to show you the sand. And then I just did a tone-on-tone color. So using brown ink, stamping it out so it looks like I wrote it in the sand. And then use one of my stencils from my stash to create that water look. And I took out my paste and used the Tim Holtz opaque paste and texture paste and did that little kind of that when you go to the beach, that foamy look to it. And of course, gems. You can't get away from gems and jewels and all that fun stuff.
So you have 3 more sentiment sets.
3 more sentiment sets. And this one here is called the Overlapping Hello Edition. It's a scripty one, and it comes with the die set. It also pairs up with the Overlapping Hello die stencil. So this one was popular in many releases ago. They had different variations. You die cut it and you stencil. So this one says hello. You can use it on its own, or you can pair it up with one of the overlapping sentiments. So hello, you can stamp sunshine on top, or you can stamp sunshine and use the die cut on top. So these 3 can go together or use separately.
Or go in Sherry's pile.
And go in Sherry's pile. This is just a note, and that was...
Oops, sorry.
No, it's okay. I used it over here. So it has that nice sentiment as well as the shadow die. And what I did here, because I really like that just a note sentiment, I did the shadow in vellum. So it does a little peak, but not so much. That is the Stamps and Dies. We also got...
So Sherry, what's it like not actually having to, do what's new?
Oh, I'll have my turn. Don't you worry.
Yeah, she'll have her turn. And these are the new grip mats. So we at the store are calling it version 3. It's now they've done version 1, they've done version 2. This is version 3. They are calling it the black grip mat, but what I've learned watching their video is that the actual mat is not black. It's the acetate that is black that makes it look like. Can I open one of these?
Yep.
Just to show.
I also posted the video yesterday on our store page, so people can go back and watch that video.
Yeah, so when you peel one of these off, it's actually black on the cover. I don't want to ruin this one here, but it's actually black on this cover. So you'll leave one sided on and the other side's where you're going to stick on it. So the benefits I see on this is that if you're putting a stencil on it, you can see your stencil a lot better because it's against the black as well as a cardstock. And plus for those that don't like, the leftover ink, especially red in the staining, you don't see it on the black as well. In these new packages, they don't have the grids anymore because they have this new replacement. Having a grid wouldn't be useful because you can't see through the black. So these are the new versions in 3 different sizes. It only comes in these 3 sizes. So we have the 7.5 by 11, which is their biggest one. We have the 6.5 by 8.5 that fits in the original Misty. And of course, the 4 3/4 by 6 fits in the mini Misty. So we have those 3 sizes.
Yay!
Back in stock. It's been a long time, right?
Yeah.
And that is it for waffle flour. Next up, we have
Tag,
right?
I'm it.
Do you want to go back to the regular camera? Or?
No, it's okay.
Well, I'm sending it back to the regular camera. Ta-da, you're back.
Ta-da, we're back. Tag, good job,
You're
good
it.
job. We are back, and yes, Sherry has a pile starting off to the side. Perks of the job, right? All right, so we have 3 new Echo Park collections to share with you.
And we're back.
All right, so the first one is called Fashion.
Sorry, it's kind of fun being able to switch cameras.
This one is called Fashion, and this is for the girly girl in all of us. With this collection, and I was mistaken. I thought we only got the collection pack, but we did get some of the single sheets as well, correct?
Yeah.
So we got 6 of the 12 single sheets. But this collection is lots of fun things like shoes and makeup and gift bags. The perfume, this would go really, really well with the cosmetic bag dye from Spellbinders. Clearly, everybody is talking to everybody else, so it's really nice to see all of these collections come together. As always, we bring in the solids to coordinate so that you can have that really cohesive project. And then we brought in the ephemera pack. So chin high, heels higher. I don't know about that. I don't know that I can handle super high heels anymore, but it is what it is. So fashion is just an accessory for someone with great style. So that is the ephemera, and then the frames and tags are exactly what it says, frames and tags that you can use on your cards or your layout projects. We brought in the 6x6 pad as well, and I feel like I'm a little bit crooked.
You're fine. You're just very high on me.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. And then this is a Sherry's pick. I brought in the cheetah print stencil, partly for my friend Nina, who is very bougie, and she loves everything leopard print, but I have a few projects in mind for this one as well. So that's going, actually, I may already have one in my pile, but I will grab another one just in case. This next line, people have already been asking for, so we're happy to bring that in. It is called Firefly line. Echo Park has been incredibly successful with their bee lines, their ladybug lines, all that good stuff. And for me, Fireflies just gives us hope that summer is just around the corner. So we've got the beautiful little Firefly papers here on the dark background as well as the light background. And here with flowers, and then some great different summery patterns to go with it. Let me flip over and just show you that sticker sheet. And hey, if you're super adventurous, get some of the lights and start playing with that, because fireflies and lights,
that's a cool idea.
or if you don't want to play with the lights, get out your glow in the dark supplies, whether it's paste or whether it's embossing powder, and really make these fireflies come to life. Here is the solids pack that coordinates with it, easy peasy. And we've got enamel dots. Look at those beautiful colors. We've got the 6x6 pad because they make some, you know what, this would make really great teacher's cards,
Yes.
you know, as we head into summertime. And then we've got our ephemera pack and our frames and tags, like so.
The color palette's beautiful.
It really is. I love that navy blue. It's not black. It's got that navy blue background, and it's absolutely stunning. Okay, the next one, full transparency. I liked it, so we got it. And those of you who know me know my love for the seashore and all things nautical, and especially lighthouses. So did you already keep one for me, Matt, or do I need to take one for myself?
I think the plan was for you to keep the one in the bin that you're emptying right now.
Okay. My pile is growing, folks.
Where are you going to put it all? Because your room is already overflowing.
Yeah, well,
Into yours.
I will find room. That's what the storage unit's for, right? 6x6 pad, 12x12 collection going in my pile. 6x6 pad.
You should note to everybody.
Yeah, going in my
You
pile.
should note to everybody that it's a little, everything looks a little darker on the camera today because the lighting isn't great.
Yeah, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. And then this is the ephemera pack. Going in my pile. Be enabled along with me. Go and get Seashore. Okay, so that is Echo Park. Matt, do we have some announcements that we should go through before we get into this last set of goodies? As you're looking.
Well, we do have the surprise guest one.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk about Shop Hop first because Darlene just reminded me.
Hold on, I got to find it.
You don't need to find it. I've got it here right in front of me.
Okay.
So the Great Ontario Shop Hop starts this weekend. It feels like it's come very fast, and we are super, super excited to be partnering with Glitter and Ink in Belleville, the Scrapbook Shop in Listowel, and Stamplicity in Port Colborne, to have people come and shop all 4 of our stores and enjoy some great discounts, have a chance to win some great prizes. The passport itself is $20, and you'll get your passport. You'll get this red reusable tote bag. Oh, Darlene's grabbing me a passport. See, there's a reason why we have extra hands here. So your passport will all fold up, and this is what it looks like when it is unfolded. And you're going to get a stamp every single store that you visit. Then you're going to turn your passport in for your chance to win some prizes. At each store, you're going to get 15% off your regular priced items. And this time, we've changed things up a little bit. We've got a 12x12 Echo Park coffee collection that you get included in your bag. Each of us are making projects, and just before we went live, we were chit-chatting a little bit about what each one of us are working on. So we will have those projects ready for you starting this Saturday. You need to come to the store to see what the project is, and then that might give you some ideas on what you can make with it as well. Now, just a couple of pieces of advice or additional information. The discount is in-store only. It does not apply to online purchases. And we look forward to seeing you guys, make all 4 stops if you can. If you are going, I would recommend purchasing your passport at the first store that you go to, and then you can hand in your completed passport at the last store that you attend. We also have a Facebook page for the Great Ontario Shop Hop, and that's where we'll be posting lots of great information, tips and tricks, getting tips from other hoppers as well, and places to eat. Yeah, that post is coming up. When you go to a local store, don't just stop at the store, stop at the restaurant, stop and see the sights. Here, I would say go and see Reese's. We've got some strawberry picking happening, all of that good stuff. So it really is a fun time. And the hop starts this Saturday and runs through to the end of July. So you have 6 months to visit all 4 stores. All right. We announced last week our mystery guest.
This one?
There, you could put that one up first. So Janine from 49 and Market is coming to see us in July, and we are super, super excited about that. She's going to be teaching 2 classes. Matt's going to put one of them up, and that is Beach Vibes. So this is our Friday class. It's from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Now, don't panic. The class isn't the entire time. The doors are going to open at 9. You're going to come in, you're going to get settled, and then once everybody's in the room, Janine is going to start by walking you through how to build and set up your 6x8 album and help you get your pages ready and everything else. And then you will have time to, from a self-directed standpoint, to add all your embellishments. You're going to get printed instructions, and she'll be walking around, giving tips, sharing ideas, helping you figure things out. And if you happen to get done early, maybe bring a project or 2 to work on until 7 o'clock. We're going to have make and take. We're going to have a pop-up shop. And of course, you can always come over here to the store as well. The event itself is being held at the Stouffville Legion, which is where we've held our previous events, and it's just 5 minutes from the store. And then on Saturday, we have Nature's Haven. Now, these are both brand new collections that have not been released yet, which is why I've only been allowed to share the image or the logos for now. But when the collection releases on June 20th, we'll have a lot more information for you to be able to share. This class will run exactly the same way as the Beach Vibes class, where you come in at 9, we'll get settled, we'll start learning and creating, and then you'll have the rest of the day to work away at things and hang out with Janine. Because how often do you get to spend a day with the owner of one of the hottest brands that are out there? I don't think we have a graphic for this, but we have just opened up registration for our, maybe you can come up to my face. There we go.
A little bit fuzzy, but it'll catch up.
It's a lot of clicks. We have just opened up registration for our Christmas Kickstart. Woohoo! Or maybe you're like, oh my goodness, are we really talking about Christmas already? Well, on the weekend of August 22nd, so August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, we have partnered with 5 other stores for a total of 6. Yeah, we added a new store this time. Christina and Sam from Scraps of Love are joining us, and we're going to have a weekend of amazing crafting and fun. It's a card making event. It'll all be Christmas themed cards, but each one of us will teach a 2-hour session. So that you can, it's like a mini class. So you're getting 6 mini classes. I think I did the math and it worked out to be $14 per class.
Maybe you should delegate the teaching of the Kickstarter.
But then that's my fun.
That's her fun.
That's my fun.
I love learning from her. So yeah.
We've had a few people ask about what the cards look like, that kind of thing. We don't know. We don't even have the product yet. We have the kit set, but we don't have it in our hands yet. So all I can tell you is that you're going to learn a lot. Each one of us stores has a different style, a different technique, a different strength that we like to bring forward. You're more than likely going to have fun folds. You're going to have clean and simple. You're going to have inky techniques. And it's just a lot of fun. You're going to learn something from every single class you take. And then on the Sunday,
Jan says that they're awesome.
Jan is saying that the Kickstarter events are awesome. The real key is that we focus on having you complete projects. You're not just going to get a bag of stuff and watch hours and hours of video and walk away just feeling a little overwhelmed and defeated. We're going to take they are mini classes. You are going to finish projects right in the event. I think this past weekend when we did occasions, I'm trying to do the math. I want to say it was close to 20 cards.
I think so.
Because I had 6, Brenda had 4.
Yeah.
And then the other 3 had 3. So yeah, that's close to 20 projects. And then there's the inspiration. So on Sunday we come back on and we just show you extra projects and give you extra ideas and tips and tricks. So it's a really fabulous weekend. And if you love making Christmas cards, we know you start early. So August 22nd really isn't out of the realm of possibility. So go and get signed up for that.
Diane's been waiting for Christmas, so watch out.
Okay. Christmas is coming. That's why we were a little bit late. We're ordering Christmas as we speak. Eek. All right, back to the desktop, Matt, and we will finish strong here. We've got all kinds of goodies from Paper Rose.
I get to do something.
You get to do something. There you go.
Not just make the smart ass comments.
Not just be the peanut gallery. Okay, everyone. You just need to say, "Yay, Matt, you're awesome." put that in the comments. Yay, Matt, you're awesome.
No, that's just sucking up because they want me to ship their stuff.
Well, they want their stuff shipped. Absolutely. So we've got a number of collections from Paper Rose, which is an Australian company. And really, we've hit
You're probably better off just leaving it down, less glare.
Okay. A wide range of, see, if I go here, then there's lights in the way. If I go up here, then it's,
Okay.
Oh, that's
no, well, it's just moving the light now. Wide range of themes. So this is Lakeside Memories, which to me is very Muskoka, very cottagey. We've got your ducks and your golden retrievers. Nicole, who helps us with social media, was in today, and she's got 2 Goldens, and oh my goodness, she's not a crafter, but she was ready to buy this paper. So this is the, oh, our camera tipped.
What happened? You're fine.
No, this one over here.
I
so
guess we're not going back
we
to that
might
one.
not be going back to a face view. All right, so we've got 12 by 12 collection, and then look at this gorgeous add-on pack. So this is their basics pack that has all kinds of plaids in lots of different colors, and all coordinating with that collection. We have the same pieces in 6 by 6. And then there are the usual suspects, the embossed die cuts, which are beautifully glossy and fun. We've got the cut aparts. So this one, Darlene, we have to fussy cut,
Yes.
right? So this is for all of us fussy cutters. And by us, I mean this one beside me, not me. The ducks, everything else. We were talking on the weekend and someone said, oh, well, I always used to find someone who was good at fussy cutting and I always sat beside them so that they could do my fussy cutting for me. And then we've got our embossed die cuts. So these ones are, this is more for me that you can punch it out and you don't have to fussy cut. So lots of great stuff. That is the Lakeside Memories.
still the same line.
Oh, same line.
Jan's all excited about the puppy.
The
Is there
puppy
a
is
puppy
gorgeous.
on one of
Yes,
those?
there is a
Yes.
puppy. He's,
Sorry, I got distracted fixing the camera.
yeah, look at that puppy. It's worth it just
It's
for
the
that.
cards one.
So then these are the cards that go with that collection as well. This is the main one.
Yes.
So the main one is the Quick Cards collection. It gives you paper as well as the punch out die cuts as well. So 18 double-sided 6 by 8 pattern papers, 3 each of 12 designs, 4 sheets of embossed pop out die cuts, and an inspiration sheet. So it'll give you some ideas, and then that can catapult you into your own card making.
So in this card kit, you actually use a pattern paper as your card bases. So that's the difference between those two here.
Oh, well, there you go. I learned something. So this is the quick cards, and then this is the card making kit that gives you a different paper, but it does include the card bases and still on the same theme, but different products.
Yes.
And then if you just want more more die cuts to make more cards, so say you take this one here, you cut your paper instead of and put them on card bases instead of folding them, then you want more die cuts to make more cards. All right. I wonder, Matt, if the power's going on that because it fell again.
Did it again?
Yeah.
It's charging all day.
Okay. Next up is a birthday collection. Now, these ones we just focused on more of card making. We did not bring in the 12 by 12, but we just loved the colors. So they're beautiful soft pastels, the purples, the teals, the pinks, the oranges. And again, if you like your puppies, there are all kinds of puppies in this pack. Oh yeah, here he is here. So stinking cute. So we've got cut aparts, we've got the embossed die cuts, we've got the 6 by 6 main paper and the basics. And you know what? These basics aren't so basic because they've got cakes. This paper here with the swoosh is really gorgeous, some balloons and some party hats. And then we have the card kits for this as well. So just like last time, there's this one here that is for quick cards, and it's got your punch outs, it's got your papers and your inspiration sheet. And then this one here is a little bit different, gives you the card bases as well as the paper and the punch outs. And we have additional punch outs as well. So that is the birthday fun. And these are all from Paper Rose. Okay, sentiments. We all need sentiments, right? We did have these ones in here before. Sorry, guys. These are sheets of different sentiments all together here. So this one is the black and the white. It's got birthday, congratulations, happy Father's Day. Interesting. Happy Father's Day, but no happy Mother's Day is on the other sheet. There we go. Happy Valentine's. So all occasions, you got them in black and in white. I know we were asked last time if you can foil on them, and the answer is unfortunately not. So the white ones, I'm sure you could ink if you wanted to change the color of it, but they do not foil. If you want foil, well, there is a gold and a silver pack. Exactly the same sentiments, just the different foil finish as opposed to a printed finish. So these ones we've had before, they are now back in stock. And if you want something additional that is new, we've got the happy birthday sentiment sheet. So this is all happy birthday in different fonts. And then there's things like thinking of you with sympathy, best wishes. And this one looks like it's in 3 different finishes: rose gold, silver, and gold. Oh, as well as the black and white. So black, white, rose gold, silver, gold, 2 of each sheet, lots and lots of sentiments.
What I also noticed when I was using these ones is when you open the pack, they have each sheet has a different font size. So you might get 3 and then 3 of the same sentiments, but different sizes. There's like a small, medium, large, so you can plan.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you got lots and lots of options for your sentiments. Okay. Is it the last? We're winding things down. Yep. Yeah, because we showed that last week. So, yep. So stick around maybe 5 more minutes. We've got a couple of samples to show you as well, just to get you excited. But in the meantime, we've got you'll have to tell me, Matt, if we're on camera, because this.
What, did that one go away too?
This one has been covered up by something. Yeah. So we've got the new ink blending brush from Simon Hurley. Yeah, we've got the new ink blending brush from Simon Hurley. It is similar to the Ergo brushes that we've had from other brands before, but look at this nice big handle. I love that. It's going to be easier to grip and easier to blend. So that one's going in Sherry's pile. This set here, we've got the Grunge Collection cutting dies. Does it have an actual name?
Yeah.
Oh, Extra Elements is simply what it's called. If you took Deanna's Rust and Revs 2.0 class back in May, this is the last of the add-ons that we have been waiting for. So they are now in line and in stock. Really great, versatile. I love the little chain and lots of little great elements that you can use over and over again. Another back in stock alert is our book cover guide. Darlene and Chris, I think, both did classes using this tool, and it just helps you space your chipboard and do all kinds of fun stuff to help you if you are making your own mini albums. There's some directions on the back, and We Are Memory Keepers often have a lot of videos, so you can go and find that on YouTube. Last but not least, from a new product standpoint, Echo Park has started doing card bases. So we've brought in a few just to give them a try and see what you think of them. Our standard A2 size here is 20 cards, just cards. There's no envelopes. This one is your standard, what I'm going to say, landscape fold. So it's horizontal. Is that what it's called? And then this one, this is the only company that we've seen so far that does top folding cards. So side fold, top fold, and it's in 80-pound weight. So perfect for all your card making. So that is it for new product. We do have a couple of samples to show. Last week we shared with you some brand new goodies from Trinity Stamps, and especially their outer space collection. I'm going to save that one for last. So we let the team play. And here is one of the cards that they've made. All we need to do is add a wonderful sentiment. Oh, yep. I put them all back this morning. But I love how they've done it in that beautiful rainbow color. So it makes it look really bright and fun. We have this one here. They've actually used the black glitter craft foam for that background, but it really just gives that extra little bit of dimension. And this one is called Flight Deck. So here's our little astronaut. So super cute. Now, Darlene's tip, all of these little black dots, you have to die cut and stick on. So we would recommend that you use liner sheet or something that's adhesive on the back of your paper before you cut, so you don't have to try and get glue on all those little bitty pieces. You can see how the team
Just left
didn't do the buckle. They just gave them a belt. So that's kind of fun. And then this one here is the flight deck, which is a great cover plate scene building die set. And they paired him with the astronaut going on a spacewalk. And then last but not least, certainly not least, Darlene took it to the next level and made this into a shaker card. So she used that infinity shaker pouch from Waffle Flower, and it's got all the stars in it. But wait, look, the astronaut's outside. He's floating by the window. I could totally see myself playing with that. Well, and I already have been playing with it for hours and hours. So huge kudos to the team for putting all of these together. And that's just with 2 products. Well, 3 if you count the stars, but 2 main products from that collection. And I can't wait till we can put one of these guys on a wobbler or get the alien out as well. I have taken the interactive die as my responsibility, that I'm going to do a couple of samples with that. So hopefully we'll have that to share with you in a few weeks. Camera B has fallen over.
It's not your phone is out of power.
Oh, my phone is,
your phone is pretty much dead.
Okay, so right. Thanks for tuning in with us early. If you are watching on replay, thank you for joining in. And as always, I usually start off with this, but I didn't.
You did.
So
It was there.
make sure you go and check out the June new arrivals on papercraftersworkshop.ca. Thank you to my sidekick. If you like this early edition, if you like this tag team edition, let us know, because who knows what the summer is going to bring. We might be changing some things up to keep things fresh and help us all free up our evenings so we can have time to craft, time to visit with our friends, time to get outside. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.